Now, let's return back to the historical excavation in order to bring the story up to the present. The decline of the Cold War presented Germany with an array of new challenges. The reunification of East and West Germany, in particular, posed an interesting problem, because the East Germans had adopted a Soviet style of education. The Soviet approach to engineering education defined engineers very narrowly, and sometimes in terms of very specific tasks that engineers completed on the job. It was under Stalin that this system had been instituted, which was designed in part to prevent engineers from challenging the leadership of the Communist Party. As Gispen writes, quote, "Despite an ideology that emphasized the importance of science and technology, that is, a Marxist ideology, the former German Democratic Republic, or East Germany, produced fewer engineers per capita than its Western counterpart, while many of the engineers that it did produce had extremely narrow specializations and lacked an adequate foundation in the sciences." This from the point of view of the West German engineers. On balance, the trend in technical education in the former GDR, on the eve of unification, was towards the production of a single type of engineer, deficient in both practical experience and theoretical knowledge. The single type being defining the engineer in terms of tasks, a narrowness that can be understood by looking further at the Soviet case. Reunification for East and West Germany entailed tearing this system down and replacing it with a two-track system from West Germany, a process that continues through the present. The decline of the Cold War also produced a shift in the dominant international image of transnational relations, moving from the political and military image that was the Cold War to an economic image that's marked by the rise of the terms competitiveness and later globalization. In many respects, emergence of the logic of economic competitiveness amounts to an extension of to the world of the American model of capitalism with its emphasis on low cost, mass use. One might think of it as the Walmarting of the world. This indeed is a common European view. In contrast, after World War II, West Germany had continued basing its economy on the production of quality products, and hence the prominent international identities of the BMWs and Mercedes-Benz that engineering students elsewhere regularly identify. The development of the Volkswagen, by the way, had taken place during the Third Reich under National Socialism as the people's car, but with a price that made it more accessible to the lower classes, but designed to be still of high quality. By the 1980s, the sustained commitment to developments in business and economics had transformed Germany into a leading economic power along with Japan and the United States.